Okay, so welcome back. We're on the second part of the Nagios core installation from scratch. We're still connected to our server here with the right IP address. So if you go back on my website, Nagios and the second part, PNP for Nagios, we're gonna go to that link, which is on the Nagios website. So like we said on the first video, you don't need to install any of the requirements since we already installed everything. We're gonna start where we left off. So here to that, and even if it doesn't say Ubuntu 18.04, it's still compatible if you install the requirement that we did on the first video. So here, so we're gonna start the actual service. Okay, so the second part is the configuration of the Nagios part. So I'm gonna use Nano, but you can use any editor, and I prefer to do everything manually, just to make sure that if at some point they change something, I'm gonna still be able to do everything manually. So I went at the bottom of the file, I've pasted everything that is here, Control X, Y, and enter. So you might do it with this here, which is supposed to do it automatically, but I prefer to do it manually. So we need to go here. So again, at the bottom of the file, you copy this here, Control X, Y, and enter. That line here it's a line that you're gonna use a lot in Nagios. It's checking the actual configuration for any mistake. If at some point you want to find it, I've put it here so it's easier to find it. So here, so we restart the Nagios process here, so that it load the new command and stuff that we just add here. Verify. Okay, so in here it's saying that there's no actual, it's normal that this directory is not created yet, because like they said, it takes up to 5 minutes. We're gonna make that even shorter. So if you log to your Nagios here, you go to your local host. Since it's still the first one, we're gonna do check all service on this host, force check, commit. And if you try here the same command, we're gonna do it a few times because sometimes there's a delay in. So in here we see that it's working, since it's creating the actual file that it needs to display some stuff. So after that, gonna open a second window here, and we're gonna copy here. Instead of Nagios, we're gonna enter this here. If all the requirements are met, you're gonna see everything in green here. When everything in here is green, you can remove the actual file. So this here. After that, if you go back and you refresh, so F5 or in Chrome it's this here, it's gonna say we got an error with size of. That's a known issue about the actual version of PNP4. It's not updated to the PHP 7.2, so we're gonna make it compatible just by editing one line into that file here. So we go here. So if you look closely, that's here, it's going to the actual this line number, because in Nano you don't see the line number. So we're gonna delete this part here, which is almost the same as this one, but this one also check if this variable is an array. So Control X, Y, and enter. After that, if you go in and refresh here, you should see something like this. You might have more data if it took more time for you to do it. So like here, you might see something like this. After that, we're gonna add the actual link to those type of graph here. So they're asking us to modify that file. So once again, we go at the bottom. We don't copy this line. We copy this here. We go down. They're saying to add this here to the generic host. So in Nano, Control W allow you to search. I'm pasting generic host. It's gonna put my cursor to the right. So copy this here. So that's what it's actually doing, is saying everything that is using generic host also go use the definition that we just did, and the only thing that it's doing is that it's adding a link to the actual file, to the actual website. So once again, I'm gonna do the same thing for generic service. So you could put it at the bottom. It would do the same thing, but I prefer to put it at the beginning. So after that, once again, we check that our configuration is still intact and working. So if you look at the bottom, total warning and total error is still 0. So we're good to go. We're gonna restart the Nagios service in order to refresh the configuration. If we go back here, you're gonna notice that you're gonna see that that small icon here, and beside each of the other service here, you're gonna see the same symbol. So they're pointing to the same actual file. You can change between different service here, and we don't see a lot at the moment because it's still fresh, but if you give it 30 minutes to 20 minutes, you should be able to see things appear here. So that's like the end of this one. The next tutorial, we're gonna add our first host to our Nagios, and we're gonna do a few custom configuration to enable us to modify things easily.